Today, we're making miso glazed salmon. This dish makes for an amazing dinner, so let's get cooking. First, measure out 1/2 cup of miso paste, 1/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar, and 3 tablespoons of Shaoxing rice wine. Mix this all together until we get a uniform paste. Next, we'll cut our salmon into about 2-inch wide pieces. We'll also line a baking sheet with plastic wrap. One by one, coat each cut of salmon in the marinade. We'll then carefully transfer this to our tray and repeat for all of the pieces. We'll cover this with a final sheet of plastic wrap and let marinate for at least 12 hours. Once we're ready to cook, we can take our marinated salmon and wipe off as much marinade as possible using our fingers. Excess marinade will burn. We can transfer these to the aluminum foil lined tray and make sure to space out at least 1 inch apart. Using an oven with the broiler on, set up the racks so that they are 8 inches below the broiler. We'll put our salmon tray into the oven and let it cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we'll go ahead and move the tray a little bit closer to get a final caramelization for 2 minutes. Be sure to keep an eye during this step as the caramelization happens fast. We can then carefully remove our salmon from the broiler. While we're waiting, we can prepare our garnish. This is just some green onions cut at an angle. We can now carefully remove each salmon piece from the tray and transfer it to a plate. We can then repeat this process for the remaining salmon pieces. While we wait for this batch, we can prepare our rice in the background. If you haven't seen the video on how to cook rice, the video is in the description below. Our veggies for today is bok choy. We'll wash and cut into pieces and serve on the side. Once all our salmon is done cooking, we can carefully remove the skin from the bottom and discard. Now it's time to plate. Each bowl will get a scoop of rice and some veggies. We can then carefully transfer each salmon portion to each container. And of course, to top it all off, we'll dash some sesame seeds and green onions on top. This dish makes about 7 servings and not only looks amazing, but tastes incredible despite being such a simple recipe. We can now pack everything up and refrigerate for about 1 week. If we look at our ingredients, we can see that each serving costs about $5 to make. This is an incredible price for such a delicious meal. If we compare this price against a similar store-bought meal, we can see that this is about 1/2 the cost of what you pay at a Whole Foods or elsewhere. This recipe is simple but tastes amazing. Let me know how it goes down in the comments below and what foods you want to see next.